run down? Don't have the energy you used to? You want to put the zest back into your step? Then you need Super Mario Lizard Vitality. It's got everything you need to get your groove back. 100% guaranteed effective. Just look at what it's done for me. And enter the code UNIVERSALIST at checkout to get a free subspace shipping on your order. So don't delay. Get your 30-day supply for only $29.99 Quatloos. Don't be a tool of the Galactic World Order. Get yours now. Ah!
What happens when you combine a race-swapped Buffy the Vampire Slayer with low-rent lesbian Twilight fanfiction? You get a Netflix series that's canceled after one season. First Kill. Meet Juliet, a high school-age vampire who for some reason can still see herself in mirrors, walk around in daylight, and is still in high school, who falls in love with a slayer named Calliope.
You're Calliope? Well, Cal's good.
Sure, why not? They then share a forbidden romance, just like those two. Well, maybe those two. Watch them take on other vampires, werewolves that look like bad CGI from 1995, and make out in the unsexiest way possible. You know, all you're doing is combining The Hunger, Twilight, and Buffy, and it's been done better. I mean, sheesh, you people. If you can't make lesbian vampires work on Netflix, then seriously, something is wrong here. Starring, whoever these people are. I really don't care anymore. But the mom was on Lost and a bunch of stuff you'll probably recognize. Don't miss When Animals Attack on Netflix. Now all we do is sit back and wait for the Axel Braun version, which will be 10 times better, believe me. She's a single female lawyer in the city, who happens to be the cousin of one of the most powerful Avengers.
There's no competition for me because I'm the strongest, so it's just kind of like a different...
Oh, yeah, she let her think that, but...
No, not her. The other one. You know, the green guy. Now, after an accident, where they blatantly change her origin story to prevent her from being saved by a man, transforms her into the Jade Giantess, she'll remind you whose show this is in the first place.
Just remember whose show this actually is.
Yeah, like you were ever gonna let us forget it. She-Hulk. Meet Jennifer Walters, a high-powered LA lawyer who can't help questioning Captain America's sexual history.
Obviously, Captain America was a virgin. Did you see that ass? Like, that ass?
That is America's ass.
Did not deserve to die a virgin. It's like...
Gets sexually harassed outside a bar by a bunch of outdated male stereotypes.
Just being friendly.
Yeah, where you going? So what? You...
Then wakes up in Mexico at Bruce Banner's tropical retreat, who then will take every opportunity to remind you how horrible it is to be a woman in the 21st century.
Triggers are anger and fear.
Those are like the baseline of any woman just existing.
When incompetent men explain my own area of expertise to me, I can prove that's not the case.
More smiles.
Shh. When I'm catcalled in the street.
It's 2022. Where do you get catcalled on your way from your office to Starbucks? Yeah, it must be hell going that whole 20 feet from the elevator to the counter. Then, after returning to her career as a high-powered deputy DA, she's attacked by the Jersey Shore and manages to defeat her in about 3 seconds. Well, that was anticlimactic. Tatiana Maslany stars in the show whose writers admit that they don't know how to write a courtroom scene in
Lawyer Show.
I Am Woman Hulk, Hear Me Roar. Literally. Maybe this would have been better if it wasn't written like a Twitter argument between two completely unlikable human beings.
Basically, I was right and Bruce was wrong.
Steve Rogers is not a virgin. Little punk. He lost his virginity to a girl in 1943 on the USO tour.
If this is the best the MCU now has to offer, then I hate to think what you have in store for Daredevil. From Marvel Studios. Watch as the Walt Disney Company pays tribute to one of their most beloved stars by not recasting him, and yet somehow still manages to insult his memory by making a lackluster movie where everyone is a walking, talking, living, breathing stereotype. Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. See the most advanced civilization on Earth that is rich in the precious metal known as vibranium, a metal that's given its society technological advances, and yet for some reason its army is still fighting with spears. Now they'll face one of Marvel's original villains, Prince Namor, the Submariner.
My enemies call me Namor.
I'm pretty sure it's Namor. If your enemies aren't calling you, then you can thank your phone plan. And doesn't this guy look kind of doughy to be someone who swims all the time? I mean, sheesh. Then Marvel will introduce one of its worst new characters in decades, that they honestly believe is capable of taking the place of Tony Stark.
Walking around here with that ash on your head.
Kevin Feige, if your goal was to save money after She-Hulk and go bankrupt at the same time, then job well done. Starring, nobody really cares anymore. Don't miss the most racist movie in history, Disney Marvel's Song of the South. Phase 4 just keeps getting worse and worse. At this rate, there'll be nothing left when we finally get to the X-Men.
You do not sneak into my country and tell me what is fair.
Let's assume they're high.
Oh, you gonna have some snarky comment, aren't you?
Yeah, it's code for adults who still watch cartoons.
Black Shaggy gonna kill your bitch ass.
Hey, everybody, Thomas in the morning, WNBC, 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 Thomas in the morning, WNBC. How you doing out there, everybody? Thomas in the morning, WNBC. We got traffic. Sports with Mike Breen, WNBC. Bob Bartlett's here. WNBC, WNBC. Thomas in the morning. WFAN. 666 WFAN, New York. How's everybody doing out there? Thomas in the morning, WNBC.
Hey everybody, let's take a look who's in the chat. Morbid Fury's in the chat. Andrew Helms in the chat. Thomas Hess is in the chat. Cesare Japan's in the chat. Holocron Records is in the chat. Clem Matthews is in the chat. Cesare Japan, already said him. Phonebox Chicken's in the chat. Johnny Pearson's in the chat. Sean Rouse is in the chat. And the cats are doing zoomies. Rasky Rabbit's in the chat. Oh, how is everybody doing out there? I'll tell Black Shaggy. Black Shaggy's hanging around. You never know when Black Shaggy's going to appear. Black Shaggy, glad everybody's that first Black Shaggy video is pushing around 5,000 views. Let me see if it's crossed the 5,000 view threshold just yet. Black Shaggy we have over 100 subscribers. Yeah, it has officially crossed the 5,000 view threshold. That when he runs almost Velma down. So Sean Russell says hi. Everybody, Mecca's got a Substance D's in the chat. Sandra Hammerslag's in the chat. Mecca's got a video coming up actually after this stream. Make sure you be there to check it out. I've been having some fun with Chat GPT. What? I'm going to cover the episodes. So yeah, this is news I almost forgot. This file is under why does this woman keep getting work? Poob is prepping a Tomb Raider series for Amazon. Now, could this be the series that they thought was going to be Indiana Jones? I still have no doubt that they're working on another Indiana Jones series at Disney Plus. And they would just throw out the young Indiana Jones Chronicles? Is that on that's not on Disney Plus, that's on Paramount, I think. But yeah. The Emmy Award-winning Fleabag grad is writing a TV series based on the popular video game turned action movie Tomb Raider. The project, which is in development stages, is the latest to stem from Waller-Bridge's recently renewed overall deal. She has a deal with the retail giant and streamer. Sources tell The Hollywood Reporter that Waller-Bridge is attached to write scripts for Tomb Raider. Waller-Bridge does not plan to star in the adaptation of the property, which spawned 2001 and 2018 film adaptations starring Angelina Jolie and Alicia Vikander, respectively, as the adventurous archaeologist. Lara Croft's character was also voiced by actresses including Camilla Luddington, Keely Hawes, and Minnie Driver in a slew of video game titles. Haley Atwell also brought the character to life in a Netflix anime series. In addition to writing, Waller-Bridge will executive produce the Amazon take alongside former head of comedy and drama Ryan Andolina and former head of overall deals Amanda Greenblatt. Okay. Not filling me with confidence so far. Andolina and Greenblatt launched their own production company and have a deal with Amazon. Dimitri M. Johnson will also executive produce via his DJ2 company. Amazon did not immediately respond to THR's request for comment. Tomb Raider becomes the latest project in the works for Waller-Bridge. Latest project to ruin it for Waller-Bridge. The actress, writer, producer is also developing Sign Here, an adaptation of Claudia Lux's book, with the author attached to write the script. The Jennifer Salk-led platform announced last March that it had greenlit a series from Waller-Bridge but declined to provide details, including whether it was a comedy or drama. Sources note Tomb Raider is not that project. Production on that mystery series was scheduled to begin last year. It's unclear if it remains on schedule. Maybe it's the Lady J series. Waller-Bridge was previously attached to star opposite Donald Glover in a TV version of Brad Pitt and Jolie's action thriller, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but the actress departed the show after her vision for the project differed from the Atlanta alum's approach. The duo, who both appeared in Solo, a Star Wars story, remained friendly following the amicable split. Waller-Bridge has remained in high demand inexplicably, that's my interjection, following the breakout success of Amazon's Fleabag, with her initial 3-year deal nearing its expiration late last year. Sources note Amazon was aggressive in approaching her about renewing the pact. Waller-Bridge next stars opposite Harrison Ford in Indiana Jones 5 and co-ruined the James Bond feature No Time to Croak. I did. I'll send it to you again. Her TV credits include HBO's Run. Waller-Bridge is rep by UTA. Nobody cares. Okay. I don't understand why she's still getting it. She's not that good what she does. She really isn't. She is not that good. Her stuff, I watched Killing Eve, and I fell out of it quickly. I really did. Like, I don't care. I don't give a shit. I mean, is this just the case where she's just the British version of Alex and female Alex Kurtzman? That's what it seems like. She's good at selling herself, but what she does is kind of lackluster. Fleabag was a few years ago. They have a game, a movie, TV show, and works with Tomb Raider. They are going to be thorough about ruining the franchise further. There's that spitting image thing of James Bond. What was she like? Phoebe, I don't know about this. This line here. Oh, you mean instead of putting a gun, he fucks up the ass? Or as she would put it, she takes it in the bum. She shags me up the bum. They're turning our beloved big-breasted Lara Croft into a skinny man. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, there's no shame. There's nothing to be embarrassed about if Lara Croft is womanly. I mean, jeez. Yeah, it sucked. I really hated. I really did hate No Time to Die. I really did. I thought it was abysmal. And for the people, I'm curious now. This, like I said, and I've read that she had more to do with the writing of it than we first believed. A soaring send off. Oh, that can't be right. It freaking had Lashana Lynch and those huge, enormous choppers of hers. Oh, this can't be right. 88% on the audience score? That's not right. That is not right. Well, you just don't understand. It's not made for you. Yeah, I've been a Bond fan my whole life. Who is it made for then? Who's having butt sex? as Chef would say. I really wanted to see No Time to Die. Well, Rascally Rabbit, they turned James Bond really into Al Bundy. He decides suddenly that he can't live without his no good wife and his little bratty kid. So he gets vaporized in a hail of missiles. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's made for the new Bond fans. They want to replace you. Well, you know what? I'm not going away. So suck on that. New Bond fans, you had 50 years of you have 55, 60 years of history. What new Bond fans? There are no new Bond fans. Oh my God. Yeah, Poob is the Jerry Cooney of TV writing. Wasn't that great a fighter, but he knocked a lot of people out in the first round and amazed people with his he was a hard hitter, but hello, Mr. Bond. I'm hungry, Mr. Bond. I want some food. I want some breakfast. Yeah, little freak. You're gonna see something you've never seen in a James Bond movie before. Yeah, well, like what? And then making breakfast for a bratty little kid. You turn him into Al Bundy, but at least at the end of Married with Children, Al Bundy lived. I can't go on without you. I can't go on without you. I love you too much. I don't want to live knowing I can never touch you from this day forward. I must sacrifice myself. Like, no. That's all poop. That's all poop shit right there. That had to be. That had to be. She had to write all the interaction scenes. She had to have. She had to have written all the scenes with all the character dialogue, because she doesn't know how. I don't think she knows how to write action. I really don't. And Poob is gonna ruin Tomb Raider now. Well, listen, Tomb Raider. Listen, I have the old games, but it's the whole thing. You would like something new to play. I really would like something new to play, but it's what can you do? Hey, that's why I've got Hitman. Thank you, Holocron. Yeah. So, Lord. This whole thing about ruining other franchises, you can't. No, they can't invent something new. They have to shortcut it. Speaking of Picard, I won't convince anyone to watch a trailer during CBS's coverage of the AFC Championship. After all, you don't have to love everything. It's true. I don't get it. Like I said, I don't get it. Phoebe Waller-Poob she's not attractive. She's not attractive. Haley Atwell. Listen, hubba. Haley Atwell. As British women go. Poob. Well, you got all this money now. You can't get that thing lasered off your forehead. Really? Hey, but it's my identifying feature. No, it's just saying what the hell's going on with that? Huh, brother. So anyway. What else is in La Newso? Let me see what else is in La Newso. Well, oh yeah, Velma, the paralytic. Apparently there's been 127% rise in demand, quote unquote, for Velma. Now I watched the last 2 episodes of Velma. God help me. Really, God help me. This thing is just rotting my brain. It really is. You think old Y.A. Tittle had a brain suffered from brain rot after all those blows to the head? No, that's nothing compared to watching Velma. Holy schmagoli. It is, without a doubt, one of the worst things I've ever seen. And I say that without exaggeration. Now, okay, let me pull up some video here. Now, here's the thing. The plot is secondary because there is no plot. There is no plot. You watch it. You better be watching than me. We knew Vermin Kaling show was going to be bad. Yeah, we did. But you know what? I didn't think it was going to be this bad.
I think the important thing is they admit they're faking their numbers.
Well, they're not admitting it, but they recognize they admit openly that these are demand expressions, not actual hard viewing numbers. We're never going to see the hard viewing numbers. No. And with good reason, because they don't want us to see them. But this whole thing about, oh yeah, and it is actually probably one of the things that, they talk about toxic masculinity. This is toxic. This really is. This shows women being toxic. Women are these are the most toxic. I hate using that word toxic because you're toxic. So after a while, it just loses all meaning. But at the same time, these people are rife with dysfunction. And the more I watch this thing, the more convinced I am that this was something that Mindy Kaling pitched, and they said, "Yeah, we're not going to take that pitch, but we want you to work on this." And then she kind of just gene spliced it onto whatever this is. So here we go. So the premise of this episode is that there's something time with the band camp. I'm like, yeah, JK. She actually gives Fred this book, The Feminine Mystique. He reads it. He becomes everything she thinks she wants. And then she says, no, thanks. I really want to treat, I don't want, I no thanks, but no thanks. I liked you better when you were a dick.
Hold the frost.
Yeah, she
lead some feminist lit.
Yeah, she pulled the frost. You need to read some feminist lit. I really don't understand. Well, I do understand. Well, that is progress, Rob, if women can be toxic. The Minnie was a character successful show, but I don't see how she herself can be considered successful. Michael Keller, what would you rather watch? She-Hulk, STD, or Velma? Can I have my eyes just gouged out? I would prefer to be permanently blinded if those are my choices.
STD, but only the episode where Michael Burnham gets burned alive over and over and over, killed by, the
Rainn Wilson.
Day. Yeah, the Groundhog Day episode where she gets killed over and over again with that thing.
Yeah,
I would watch that episode.
Oh yeah, with the stupid bunny hat on.
Groundhog Day episode.
Oh my god.
Season 1. Before Tilly got fat.
She used to be downright adorable, Tilly. Bless her big boobed heart. as our good friend Doomcock would say. She was adorable. She was like, oh, yeah, hi, I'm Tilly. I'm like, I'm kind of like socially awkward. Like, oh, she's a sweet girl. Then her fat butt, it like gets, she starts hanging out with Michael Burnham. Then she, gets shredded. She still finishes first in the race, and she's all. I hate saying this about her, but she ballooned up nicely. Tilly the actress Mary Wiseman had a baby, and she put on a lot of weight, and so I don't fault her for that. But at the same time, like, yeah, you got to work with what you got. There's no way she's beating anybody in a race. So, okay, so they're like, they're bringing home the new kid, yeah. So now there's this whole thing about band. I don't get it. What is the obsession with band? Oh, those band. There's one time at band camp. Is this American Pie references?
Yes.
These are all like, oh, those band kids are so wacky. Oh, look at them. They're so wow. Oh, my goodness, the band. Oh, the kids in the band. They're so wacky. They're so irreverent. Oh, band. The kids in the band. Kids in the band were just like, yeah, hey, you want to try out for band? No. Why would I think I want to do that? That didn't look like the band in my school. The band in my high school were all black guys. Well, the majority of them were. Black guys. I think there's a few Puerto Rican girls in there. Filipino girl, actually, too. So there's there's a curfew. Don Knotts is saying, oh, we got this curfew, and like, oh yeah, like, oh, have you seen Norville? She draws the wacky kid picture. Oh yes, Mindy. Oh, they're so funny. Oh, Miss Funny Woman. That's Mindy's father. Mindy, why couldn't you study to become doctor? Oh no, I have to go follow my dream. I have to go and write a sitcom, and I'll be funny. Oh yes, Miss Funny Woman. You with the little child drawing. Oh yeah, this is so hysterical. Yes, you are an embarrassment. You know that. Dad, I was in the office. Yes, you were in the office, and you never let me forget about it. You just know they'll have a D&D episode and a prom where Velma and Daphne go together. Yeah, I don't doubt that. Yeah. Velma and Daphne are most likely going to be the dates at the prom. They'll have their gowns on. They'll have dresses. I don't want to go to prom. That's for like popular kids. That's accent this re. Re. So people are reading over the Sam Smith video. I'm like, I don't care. I'm more opposed to Sam Smith's music. What about Asian Shaggy? Asians can be stoners too, No, yeah, I know. Well, this version of Shaggy is anti-drugs. Mm-hmm. So oh yes, hey, look, and that's this guy's played by Jim Rash, who's from Community, who's a very talented actor. So oh yeah, we don't have the budget to protect the hot girls. Besides, the hot girls are making everybody uncomfortable. Oh yeah, and so Don Knotts is going to impose a curfew over here. So oh yeah, lesbo moms. Yeah, there's Fred, like, oh, female mine inspector. Ugh. What kind of first-year comedy writing hack writes a joke like that? So so there you go. So Norville, quote unquote, Black Set is hanging out with Gigi. Gigi is a complete biatch. Oh my God! All she does is tell Norville what to do, what he does and what he can and can't do. See, this is Norville. My character is Black Shaggy. My character is Black Shaggy. This is Norville. So she's jealous that she's jealous because Gigi gets to tell him what to do. Not that she values any kind of friendship. She's, oh yeah, you get to tell him what to do. Only I get to tell him what to do. Oh, here you go. And then she finds out her real parents are still living in the mines. And for some reason, they're all dressed like Captain Caveman. Can anybody follow this? Is it just me?
No, it's hard to follow. There's too many mysteries.
There are so many divergent plot points that I'm like, what the hell is going on? I cannot, I can't make heads or tails of this. This is impossible. And the worst thing is, they probably wrote this. Oh yeah, we're gonna make him. We'll make him Captain Caveman. Make everybody Captain. And they looked at each other. Yeah, they patted themselves on the back. That's good stuff there. Hey, Fuke Norris. So everybody's just like Captain Caveman. There's a big thing. Drizzle's doing the historical. There's something that the historical society trying to find a thing to do with Velma's mom, Gigi. They're having lunch. Of course, her fat ass is eating French fries. I'm like, oh God, this music. Okay, so you figure she's gonna have the band sleep. Yet nothing makes any freaking sense in this. Nothing makes it. Oh, look, they got a character with a hijab. There's that's diversity. Like I said, what kind of hack writers are these? And so there was a thing where they were selling crystals, and
well, they're doing it, Rob.
They're doing it. They're doing it. They're like it's like every hipster that I said, man, that you guys aren't very good. Whatever I criticized their band. Hey man, we're doing it. We're doing it, man. We're doing it. Well, please stop. Whatever that is. whatever it is, stop. And does every black girl have to have cornrows? Did Michael Burnham have cornrows?
Yeah.
Riri Williams has cornrows.
It's either no hair or cornrows.
Yeah, the undercut or cornrows. Shave size. Gigi doesn't have the shit, and they're fluting. They're having a flute off,
and they're equally as bad as each other.
And they're both terrible. Oh. God, this is so bad. They're gonna flute off and oh yeah, only I tell Norville what to do. Please, she just like Lauryn Hill, the Fugees, or something like that. With the overalls, with one thing, is Norville supposed to be Mindy's ex-husband who left her? Probably. Probably. When is Moby Lizzo turning up? That's all we need. Yeah, they're playing dueling flutes like it's a freaking devil went down to Georgia or whatever. For God's sake. So okay, the lesbian mom's okay. Okay. No. I tell Norville what to do. Yeah, they got pizzas, and Fred's got the pizzas, and now Fred drops the pizzas because he's incompetent, and they keep getting run over. Now they're eating, and the episode ends with them going to the diner and getting food again out of the trash. They're eating out of the garbage again. I am not making this up. They make a joke about how all this food came out of the garbage. Velma, yeah, you're right. You're right, Jessica Kasumi. Hey, trash pizza still nutritional value. Yeah. What is it with the trash footage? I don't know. Wait, did the show just reference Tank Chase in California? You know what? I probably I forgot all about that. I forgot all about that. The guy in San Diego. He in San Diego, he stole a tank and went and drove it around. Unbearable. Some kind of messaging we're supposed to take from this? I don't know. They're taking lessons in the later seasons of SpongeBob. Patrick eats from the trash. I don't know. And it's a common thing here. They eat out of the trash. Mindy Kaling eats out of the trash. It's happened more than once. And apparently not. She actually opens up the garbage can lid, takes out a French fry, puts it in her mouth, and swallows it down. I don't get it. I don't get it. And this got greenlit. Did any of the higher ups ask, what is this? They probably did. But she may have such a, I don't know what her contract says, but she may have such a rock solid ironclad contract that she's got us over a barrel. We have to, otherwise they pay a penalty if it goes unaired. Sad thing is, this is going to be a demand. This video is going to be a demand impression. So actually, this is actually the best part of the series here. So the sheriff is Don Knotts. The sheriff is Don Knotts from the Andy Griffith Show or Mayberry RFD. Does anybody know? Does anybody watching television today get this reference? Yes, he's very dead. Don Knotts is very dead. Listen, I was listening to Howard years ago. 30 years ago, Howard made did a 30 years ago, Howard did a joke about Mayberry RFD 25 years later, and everybody's a drug dealer, and Floyd the barber's a cocaine dealer, and Barney Fife was on cocaine. They were doing crack. Aunt B was getting gangbanged by a biker gang. And the ridiculousness of it was great, Oh, they'll force me to double penetration. Double penetration. Aunt B, how many bikers are there? I've been violated 65 times thus far. Oh my God, that's horrible. Yes, I know. I was hoping for at least 75 times. Woo! They did a sketch one time on Saturday Night Live where Ron Howard was the host. And he comes back and to Mayberry, Opie's back. And Floyd is played by Eddie Murphy, Floyd the barber. Floyd, I'm black. Don Knotts, Scooby. Yeah, that's probably the reference. That's just probably the reference. I mean, still. If it's Sandra Himmelslag, if you find this sketch, it's hysterical. So yeah, here is actually the most worthwhile part. She makes a Serpico joke. She's making a Serpico joke in 2023, 50 years after it happened. Yeah, they referenced Serpico. I love the movie Serpico. It's a great story. Frank Serpico is still around, and he writes occasionally. But you're making a Serpico reference in 2023. Again, talk about not knowing your audience. Who knows that? It's a great movie. Yeah, it's a great movie. But does any of these hip young kids that they want as their audience, do they know what that is? I know what it is. You know what it is. Yeah, this is all projection. This is all, she must have been a fat kid. Yeah. She's a fat, this is her. They admitted it was a self-insert. Now, this is actually the most worthwhile part of this entire series. Check this out. Yep. Run the bitch ass down. Let's take a look at that again. Mm-hmm. The crowd goes wild. Yeah, we have a reaction here. Where to fix my reaction? Slow motion, please. Do I have slow motion on this? Does this player have slow motion? Complete zoom, autoplay. Can I play it in slow motion on this?
Slow it down.
Well, one more time. It is rather fun. It is rather amusing, isn't it? Believe sending a black woman. The imagery is obvious, Mindy. Best Grand Theft Auto sequel ever. Darth Vader. And they said I was evil. Velma is the true definition of being on the dark side. Should have reversed, yeah. One more time. There's the moment of impact right there. There's the moment of impact. She gets up bloodied. Also, that they can get away. Yeah, there you go. Now that's content. Yeah, at this point, this should name it No One Likes Mindy. Carmageddon, 50 points plus 150 for the Karen bonus. The most reviewed moment in animation history. More so than Jessica Rabbit's No Undies. Couldn't have happened to a better self-insert. The whole thing should be that. Just Velma getting hit by cars, trains, and bulldozers. Oh my God. I can't believe everyone likes that part that I got run over. So anyway, she gets put in jail. I mean, the prison, the guy was sharing the cell with Black Shaggy, or with Fred, gets put in jail. Turns out these two are furries or whatever. They're going to tell the secret. There's the well, and she goes out to the crystal mine, and the freaking band freaks they're not the band geeks, they're the band freaks. They tear the house apart. Don Knotts lets everybody out of jail. Oh, you're going to tell you the thing. So it turns out they bring the baby home. They tear it apart. And it turns out Norville here, again, not Black Shaggy, and this bitch is on her phone. Said, if you don't get to clean this place, I'll put a boot up your ass. So, and that's her parents and the Captain Caveman. So the prisoner guy and this Asian lady in the Captain Caveman suits. Oh. The car represents the whole audience thinks what they should do to Mindy. So yeah, so I don't want to go through much more of this. So we have another episode here. We have another episode. I just want to play this because it's really irrelevant what they do throughout the rest of this episode, the next episode. What is important is the reference, one of the references. Now, turns out, listen, it turns out they reveal why her mom is missing. And I wish I was making this up. The government said that one of the biggest threats to the nation was, quote unquote, meddling kids. I'm not making that up. And so they came up with a program first to hypnotize people and to get them on board the war effort. But when they snapped their fingers, they broke the post-hypnotic suggestion. Yeah, don't you think you want to make it something a little bit more difficult to guess than finger snapping? So they came up. So Velma's mom, was it Velma's mom or was Black Shaggy's grandma, right? Something like that. I can't remember. They developed a program to swap the brains from soldiers into quote unquote meddling kids, which are really hippies. Okay, first of all, here's the inherent problem with that. If I was in the writer's room, I'd be one of the first ones to say, yeah, what happens to the soldier? What do you mean what happens to the soldier? You put the brain to the soldier, then you get what they're training brains. You're swapping out brains. Are you just going to kill the soldier, or are you going to put the brain from the hippie into the soldier's body? Then you get a guy who's unwilling to fight after all that time and energy and money spent training him. It's a stupid plan. Oh, we're getting to that, Holocron. We're getting to that. I would have gotten away with global communism if it wasn't for you meddling kids. Yes. The big smoke, that girl, is what happens when Tenpenny has kids. So, okay. So, like I said, just the idiocy of the plan. It gets serious, can be used as a warning, never take drugs. Just the idea, swapping brains. I'm like, what about drugs? What about propaganda? aggressive propaganda campaign. So this is here. The operation is called Special Covert Operation Brain Initiative. Special Covert Operations Brain Initiative. Scooby. Now, you can't see it over here. Take a look at the timestamp. The timestamp is at 4:18. Now, listen very closely. Now, this is running a little bit slow. It actually comes in at around 4:20. Special Operations Brain Initiative, Scooby. At 4:20, they reveal Scooby. I kid you not. At 4:20. And speaking of, that's when Mecha's video premiere. So please check it out. So please check it out in a few minutes. I'll wrap it up in a few minutes here.
I can move it back to you.
And wait, what did Scooby do? I'm face palming. You can't see, but I'm face palming. People were paid money to write this. And this is what makes me think that this was just something that Mindy Kaling had lying around. And they said to her, no, sorry, I'm not going to take that. But if you use the Scooby-Doo gang characters in it and make sure they're diverse enough, we'll take it. I guarantee you, she had some sort of animated sitcom about her teenage years. Guaranteed it. Guarantee it. So her mother was driven insane by this. Okay, I'm just going to jump ahead to the end because everything's inconsequential. So she's going to find out what happened and everything. And there's the run of the crystal mines. And there is your killer who kills Daphne's mom in a welding helmet and a knife and an ascot and a lab coat. So there's who cares? There's a post-credit scene here somewhere. Well, everything's inconsequential from here out. Some white guy, probably. Scooby-Doo, where are you? If you're going to kill somebody, why worry about a mask? True. I keep saying, I recognize, I'm not one of those purists. I recognize what Scooby-Doo was. It was this thing, it was this little colorful cartoon to sell kids, breakfast cereals and to prove they had educational programming on during a certain percentage of hours during the week. And kids who got up early on Saturday morning when they didn't have school, and then they ate sugary breakfast cereal, watched cartoons, waited for toy commercials. Then cartoons moved to the afternoon by the 80s. It was never this thing, but it was a nice little thing. But this is what we got. Everyone wants to reinvent everything. Everyone wants to reinvent the wheel. And it's not going to end. Oh no, it's not going to end. So let's go over some scores here. We only got 2 games in action in the NFL. We have 2 games in action with the conference playoffs here. Only 2 games left. If I could just bring up the share button. Time for sports. So NFL playoffs. We got the 49ers being trounced by the Philadelphia Eagles 31-7. And late in the first quarter, 1:29 to go, the Chiefs are up on the Bengals 3-0. So the Eagles will take on the winner of either the Chiefs or the Bengals for the Super Bowl on Sunday, February 12th, 3:30 p.m., 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So that is your sports. We got animal news here. This is like they say it. The thing you learned in journalism. Can I have a cookie? The thing you learned in journalism school is dog bites man is not news. Man bites dog is. Well, this falls into that category as well. He says as he has his cookie. Man dies after dog steps on rifle, causing it to fire. Kansas officials say 30-year-old was shot in a truck on a country road about 45 miles south of Wichita. The Wellington fire chief said. A man died in Kansas on Saturday after officials believed he was struck by a rifle that discharged when a dog stepped on him. Joseph Austin Smith of Wichita was shot around 9:40 a.m. in a truck at the 1600 block of East 88th Street, a country road about 45 miles south of Wichita. Wellington Fire and EMS Chief Tim Hayes said. The dog stepped on the rifle in the back of the truck, causing it to fire and hit the back of Smith, who was found in the front passenger seat, Hayes said. Emergency medical personnel administered CPR before Smith was pronounced dead at the scene, Hayes said. Another person who was in the driver's seat was physically unharmed, he said. It was not immediately clear who owned the truck and the dog or who called 911. The investigation continues. Officials said it appears to have been a hunting-related accident, you think? According to Sumner County Sheriff's Office, which said hunting gear was also found in the back of the vehicle. So, most likely someone else is going to take care of the dog. But, yeah, Old Yeller's revenge. So that's
My dog will shoot. That's your new trailer. Stop or my dog will shoot.
So let's check in on the cat cam actually before we go. Man, settings, the camera's not working.
Don't worry about it.
Let's just.
They ain't doing nothing. They're just sitting there.
There we go. There they are. There they are. I had to refresh the camera. So Naranj is busy grooming himself, and Zabu is sleeping like a good boy. Look on the internet for the number of dog attacks a year each year to blow your mind. The third one's walking around. She's around somewhere. She doesn't know the meaning of personal space. All right, everybody. That is Kitty Cam. They're doing well. Everyone, listen, we don't have a whole lot of news. I'll probably be back playing Hitman later tonight. I got to clear out some room on the old hard drive for the game. I got a lot of video files on there. Everyone. I'd like to thank everybody for turning out here at Holocron Records. I'd like to thank Sanguine Links, Clint Matthews, Thomas S., Angry Panda, Donnie Pearson, Herbush, Sandra Hammerslag, Morbid Fury, Clint Matthews, Phonebox Chicken, Michael Keller, Sanguine Lynx, Substance D, Yay, Nachino, everybody. Hezekiah Duckworthy, sorry, didn't catch it before. Jessica Kasumi. I think everybody. Don't mention your name, please. Don't feel bad. There's other people walking in and out. Everyone, have a good rest of your Sunday. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good week. Everyone, head on over to Mecca's channel. She has a premiere starting in mere seconds. Huh? Yeah, I'm on it too. Everyone, we will catch you next time. Head to Mecca's channel. And bye for now, everyone. See you later. Have a good week and all the rest. See ya. See you later. Bye-bye. Wrong thing.